What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the RAD Cast. I'm Andrew DiMolanta. My friends call me Rogue Leader.
And I'm Nicki DiMolanta. And everybody calls me Dimmy.
And say it with your chest, girl.
I did. I guess the microphone just wasn't lined up.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Shit.
How embarrassing.
Don't worry, everybody. We got it.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So hope everybody...
Forget that happened.
Yeah. We'll edit it out. Not really.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I'm lazy. I don't want to do work on this. Oh, my God.
I didn't even do anything. I moved the whole thing. I didn't even touch the top.
Cord pulled on it. Anyways, hope everybody had a wonderful spring break.
Everybody's got different spring breaks.
I don't know.
You know?
Last week was our child's spring break. We don't do spring break anymore.
I'm not going to Cancun anytime soon.
Did you see the whole Miami thing with spring break?
No.
No? They're so tired of like college kids coming down to South Beach
kids,
and
yeah.
shitty college kids
Sure.
and all that shit and like staying out late and destroying the city and all that stuff. They actually ran a campaign to say, hey, don't come here.
Stop drinking. Keep it in your pants. Stay away from Mexico.
There's this whole ad like, okay, it was like a bunch of people like talking to like spring break, like they're breaking up with it. And it's like, this isn't working anymore. We're breaking up with you. And I'm like, holy shit. So like they like enforce like curfews and like all this nonsense. Like, all right, at like, I think something like at like 10 or 8 o'clock, beaches are closed.
Wow.
If you get caught out past this time, you're getting arrested. You're getting slapped with a fine. I'm like, fuck, good for you, Miami.
Good. Fuck them kids. Good.
Fuck them shitty college kids. I never did that. Did we never...
We went to a beach.
We never
went to like Cancun.
I never did that. That was never really my thing anyways.
No.
But we went to the beach on spring break by ourselves. And
that's different. Yeah. Nowhere near
it was a
the
relaxing spring break when we were 20-something years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
No, we never did like the typical
like, wow, spring break.
Yeah.
Drinking and bikinis and beach shorts all week long.
Yeah.
Never did that. Kind of glad that we didn't either, because it's like
that's that kind of crowd. Okay, it's not fair to generalize all those people.
Yeah.
But by and large, yeah. I don't think that is necessarily the crowd that I usually associate with.
No.
I feel like it's a lot of frats
and sororities.
I didn't want to.
Not that if you were in if you're in a frat or because
we know people that had
people. My sister-in-law was in a sorority. But all my cousins were in frats.
She has a much different personality.
She is a very much different personality.
That must not have been a typical sorority.
No, it was the same sorority that your roommate was in.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
I think she did it basically for a resume builder.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, and also, if I remember correctly, that sorority was part of a group that was not like your mainstream, like, try deltas, like that kind of thing.
I'm different.
I'm not like all the other girls, even though we all literally look the same.
It's like that TikTok I saw. It's like, I'm unique to drive by a sorority house and they're all dressed exactly the same.
They all have the same white sneakers, the same crop top, the same like
white
sling
skirt.
body bag. Yeah, the same color hair because it comes out of a box usually. Like, well, you know what? I'm not going to shame anybody. You do whatever makes you happy, but you're not unique.
Hey, good things come out of sororities and fraternities, like...
hazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, like
sometimes it does.
Resume building, networking.
Community service, I think.
Yeah, there's certain things. But then there are the other things.
When they're not busy beer bonging vodka into their asses, They do good stuff sometimes.
Rubbing shit in people's faces. And
yeah, literally.
And basically killing people.
Yeah. Those are the mainstream sororities and fraternities. Listen, if you're a part of one of those, sorry.
Take a complete left turn from what we started.
I don't know what to tell you. I myself never joined anything Greek, as you can tell. My roommate in college, my freshman year, I lived on campus. I lived with a girl. She joined this, I think, the same sorority as our sister-in-law. Not the same one, but like
the same
name, not same school.
I think they're all connected, aren't they? Isn't that the point? They're all connected.
I don't.
So you have a network, like a sister and brotherhood.
I literally don't fucking care, but I think so.
Yeah.
But it's not the life for me. But because I remember some of the shit that my roommate went through, like you can't wear certain colors and you can't go out to certain places.
We actually,
it's just this weird, like, if I have to prove myself to be part of your sisterhood, I don't want to be part of it.
We had a friend abandon us for their fraternity. Remember that?
My roommate
shit?
did too, but I was kind of okay with that.
It was
but
weird.
yes, no, one of our friends.
He was close. He was a close friend of ours.
We hung out with him all the
fucking time.
Every weekend, parties all the time.
And then he pledged to a fraternity, and we never saw him again.
He pieced out.
Just like hard. Like never heard from him
Y'all ain't
again.
cool enough for me anymore. Never heard from him again.
Yeah, I was like, jeez, I thought we were friends, man.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people that I met when I moved out to Orlando.
Yeah.
One of my first people that befriended me. And then because I was part of the Nation, club at the school. And it turns out he was at the Taekwondo club as well. I'm like, hey, cool. I know you. So then
he was really fun.
He was really cool.
He was
really
a cool
fun.
guy.
And then
he was like, fuck you guys. You're not part of my fraternity. I'm not even going to say bye. Yeah, we haven't talked to him. Was it before we graduated that he left us?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Just stop showing up at the club. Stop,
Bye, Alan.
Shit.
I mean, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
If that's your name and it doesn't apply to you, it's not you. But yeah, he ain't watching this.
Yeah.
But no, Greek life, not for me.
Mm-mm.
Never had a desire because it just seems very.
It was a lot for not like you give a lot for not getting a lot back.
It just
That's what was my viewpoint on it.
I know they're all not the same.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I assume they're not all the same. Mm-hmm. Like I'm assuming they're not all like. You gotta march around the house naked and blindfolded while people make fun of you and haze you with that kind of bullshit. Like, I don't know.
I want to know how it is now, especially if they started all schools across the country have cracked down on hazing.
They still do it.
And then also I want to know how the pandemic affected it.
They probably found ways around it. You gotta lick this fucking toilet seat to be part of the fraternity. If you get COVID, you're out.
You're not immune.
You're not a real man if you get COVID. You're not a real man.
Your immune system's not strong enough. Can't resist COVID.
You can't be part of our frat, bro. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm sure the pandemic did affect it because people couldn't be around people. But
yeah.
As far as now, I highly doubt. I mean, I'm sure there are rules in place, but they're still doing it because 18, 19, 20-year-olds are still dumbass 18, 19, and 20-year-olds, no matter what rules were in place.
We've all been there. We
were all there. Some dumber than others, but
Not the greatest decisions when you're that young.
I mean, I'm sure that if I was able to watch, look back in the past and watch us, I'd be like, oh my God, we're so fucking stupid and annoying.
And it's the whole mindset too. It's like no matter how old you get, or when you get that age, everybody has that same mindset. I'm 18, I'm 19, I'm on
my own.
I'm in my early 20s. I'm an adult. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Legally, you're an adult.
Legally, you're an adult. Yeah. But we've had this conversation many times on this show. You don't really become who you are until you're 28.
It depends on your life experience.
Typically,
some people get forced to go through things earlier than others and grow up faster than others. Yeah. So that's a little caveat.
For the most part, you don't really discover who you are and become who you are.
At least until your mid-20s. Mid to later.
Late 20s, early 30s. Your shit doesn't solidify into who you are until you're that age, in my experience. So.
Yeah. Because along that logic is kind of why I think people gravitate to Greek life.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sit here to shit on Greek life. It's just not for me.
Well, because by the time you're your late 20s, you've graduated from college, you're entering the workforce, and you've pretty much started your career, and then you're like, shit, this is real life. Because I thought
I'm an adult now.
Yeah, now I'm a fucking adult.
Yeah,
I got to pay for my own fucking bills and shit.
Yeah, so, I don't live in a townhouse with 10 other people.
When it's built for 4. Yeah.
Those were good times, though.
It was fun, yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. Those were great times. Mm-hmm. I wish I could go back now and be like, don't fucking take it for granted, you idiot. Because I wouldn't trade it for anything. Those were the best years.
Some good times.
But yeah, I'm not sure I could do it now.
Ooh, no. My body can't handle that anymore.
Besides that.
Yeah.
My poor liver. But I don't think I could do roommates.
Yeah, no, the second we moved out into our own space by ourselves, it's God, fuck, I couldn't do this anymore. I like my own space. I like my own time.
Because the people that we lived with, the handful of friends that we lived with the most, because there were people that came and went.
Yeah.
But like that core group of
our roommates.
4 or 5 people, 4 or 5 of the guys of our friends that we lived with.
Yeah, 4 or 5 plus or minus a couple people.
Yeah. Love them through and through. Don't want roommates
I can't live with you anymore, dude.
But I love them more than words can even describe. But I can't do roommates anymore. I could when I was 18 and 19.
Yeah. The only roommate I want now is my child.
Yeah. You don't like me as a roommate?
And my wife, I guess.
Am I your roommate? I mean, technically, kind of.
Yeah. I'm not your friend. I'm your wife.
What is that from?
That's from, what's his name?
I'm not your friend.
What's
Is
his
it a
name?
comedian?
Yeah, it's a comedian. Half Korean, half Irish. What's his name?
Steve Byrne.
Steve Byrne, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not your
Well, I
friend.
know now.
I forgot about that. He's funny.
Yeah. You know what else is funny is the internet. The internet
Wow, what a segue.
ceases to
What
amaze
a
me. Like,
lead-in.
I've gotten comments on some of my videos every once in a while that I'm just like, where the
What the fuck is wrong with you?
where the fuck did this come from?
Okay, wait, can I preface this with something?
Sure.
Some of the dumbest comments. I was going to say the dumbest, but there was more than one.
Oh, there's more than one.
So once upon a time, Andrew made a short that he posted on social media.
That's like
'cause
years
it's
ago.
Still there if
It's
you're
my most popular short
very
on
curious.
on YouTube.
It's him in our backyard. And was it this one? Well, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
It was a shield like this, Captain America shield, made out of whatever the fuck it's made out of. Plastic. I don't fucking know. But maybe it's that. Because there's 2 more over there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
2 more Captain America
I've
shields
upgraded over
there.
the years. Well, in real life, there's nothing in my hands.
What?
When I shot that video, nothing
really?
in my hands.
Well, I guess that makes
Well,
sense.
I did use one of these for a size reference.
Right.
But the video itself, there's nothing in my hands.
I can't believe you're such a fucking faker. Anyways, he made this video in the backyard. Okay, what about the obviously those signs that you put? The targets were digital too.
Yeah,
Okay.
the only real thing is our backyard and me.
So he's in the backyard, and he makes it out like he's on like a training course with "Hi, baby."
I heard you
Puppy
yelling.
girl.
Oh,
Mommy's not mad.
puppy break.
People just be dumb on the internet.
Yeah.
But like he's in the backyard. He like digitally puts in these like almost like you're at like a firing range.
Like shooting targets.
Targets. And then he digitally puts in a Captain America shield because, you know, if you've seen Captain America,
Yeah, he
it's kind
throws
of like
it.
a boomerang, you know?
It comes back.
He throws it and then it hits somebody and then it comes back and rinse and repeat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so he made a little short
It was
like
pretty good.
that where he throws his shield at these like, 3 targets?
This is like 4 targets and then it bounces off 2, comes
A
back. I
handful of
throw it again
targets.
and it bounces off the other 2 and comes back to me.
You can fucking watch it if you need to know how many times it bounces. Yeah. But like he throws it at these things, it comes back, fun little short.
Yeah.
All of 10 seconds.
Yeah, I love the Captain America shield. It's my favorite Marvel weapon.
And he posted it and said like, what'd you call it? Shield bash?
In the caption, the title of the thing is
CGI.
CGI Captain America shield throw.
And the sheer amount of comments that were like, this is fake.
Like they're calling
No
me out.
shit. No fucking shit.
Gotcha. You didn't do that for real life.
It says CGI. Okay. First of all, do you really think from a physics standpoint that this was real? Like, did you really? That's number one.
Yeah, and there's a point in the video where I just put my arm out and it magically just stops on my hand perfectly. That's like,
in the little like wrist straps.
yeah, like perfectly falls into my arm.
Like just from a physics standpoint, did you really think that was real? Number 2, it says CGI in the title. It's not like you were trying to hide it.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not like you were like, guys, look the progress I've made.
All the practice
ridiculous.
finally paid off. I got it.
off.
Finally got it.
My adamantium shield came right back
Vibranium.
to me. Oh, is it?
Well, no,
Potato.
Well, actually,
right?
in the comic books, I think it's a hybrid like vibranium adamantium in some of the comic books. I think.
I fucking knew that. Potato.
Anyways,
Marvel metal. Really. Adamantium, vibranium. Adamantium was Wolverine?
yeah.
Vibranium was Wakanda and whatever. That's where they
Yes.
got it.
Mhm.
They mined it.
Yes. Yeah. You've seen a couple movies.
Kind of a big deal. I know these things. I competed in a movie trivia contest once upon a time. For whatever fucking reason. But yeah, no, the amount of comments of people like, this is CGI. Yeah. Yes. You really cracked that code, Sherlock. Thanks. And they just kept on commenting like, this is fake. This is CGI. Guys, this isn't real. They just kept rolling in.
Yeah.
And so it kind of happened again.
Yeah. And on the dumbest thing too, like it's the most recent video on my TikTok and my Instagram. And it's like, I had this dumb idea. This has been in my head for a while. I just now got around to it. Cause like the Rise of Skywalker, when Lando shows up, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I can see Chris Turk going, Lando Calrissian. Because
okay, like, for context, you say it as though we're talking to just each other. Chris Turk is a character from very popular comedy show Scrubs.
Yeah, and then there's just one episode where JD is dating what's her name, Mandy Moore, is cameoing in the show, and her name's what is it, Julie, and he's like, oh, and Turk is like, oh, I'm very defensive of JD, so it's gonna take a lot for you to impress me.
Oh, right.
And then Julie's like, I just want you to meet my
uncle or something?
No, my godfather.
My godfather.
I want you to meet my godfather. Fucking camera pans over, and it's Billy D. Williams. And Turk just loses his mind. Donald Faison on being a huge Star Wars fan.
Donald Faison is the guy who plays Turk in real life.
Yeah, and he just freaks out like, Lando Calrissian. There's the whole big moment of him geeking out. And I'm like, that'd be hilarious if I just comp that in, superimpose him into the scene in The Rise of Skywalker, like he's reacting to his cameo in the movie. And that's what I did. I comped him in, and I put in the text on the screen just to lead people to the punchline. Hey, did you catch this cameo in The Rise of Skywalker? As a joke. It's obviously a joke because like it's called a lead-in. You put that in because if you just let the video play, people are like, Rise of Skywalker, and they're gonna scroll. You know, because how divisive it is. You gotta hook them in. It's a lead into the punchline, and a lot of people liked it. They're like, "Oh, this is so funny!" And like I tagged Alex in it, and he liked it.
Alex Damon, for those of you that aren't following.
Sorry.
My God, we need context sometimes.
Sorry. But yeah, like I thought it was a fun video. I posted it's a short, fun, jokey video. I'm like, oh yeah, people are gonna get it. But then there's one guy, I don't know what possessed this man, and he just goes, "This is fake." I didn't even comment. I'm like, "No, really?" With a winky face. I'm like, you sure? And then he comments, he's like, "Yeah, because it didn't make the final cut of the video." Like, this is fucking real.
Yeah, this didn't make the final cut of the movie.
This making the final cut of the movie. It's like, bro, what? What? You think this is real?
And one of your other friends commented, and was like,
one of my mutuals.
I don't think, what about this made you think that that he was trying to pass this off as real? And he was like, it's not funny, actually, that Rogueleaderdrew is trying to pass this off as factual.
And it's like, I unfollowed him because he thought he was trying to pass this off as real. I'm like,
he's trying to pass off as real, unfollowed. It's not funny.
Yeah, he said something to the effect of like, Rogueleaderdrew is like, what is it, like falsifying? What's the?
You're trying to pass off as factual.
Yeah, like he's spreading misinformation, basically. Like I'm trying to make everybody think that Donald Faison was in Rise of Skywalker. Like they purposely cut it out of the movie because, no, we can't. It's like, what? What? Have you seen the show? Have you seen the movie? It's like, oh, I saw the movie. That's why I know it's not real.
My favorite part is that when I went to go look at this guy's profile, the first thing in his bio is comedian. I'm like, my dude, might want to find a new line of work if this joke went that far over your head. If you can't detect the sarcasm of that. Because my guess, we talked about this in length, is that he thought that you were passing this off as factual because of that caption of, did you catch this cameo in The Rise of Skywalker? But the thing is that kind of a lead-in, that kind of a joke, that like,
it's a bait and switch.
Sarcasm, it's not sarcasm, bait and switch, sure.
Yeah.
It's not, Andrew didn't invent this formula of joke.
Yeah.
Like that, I can't tell you how many videos I've seen of, hey, did you see this cameo in, or hey, did you notice this in this Easter egg? And then it's a fucking Rickroll or something.
Yeah. That's basically what this video is. It's a Rickroll.
Kind of.
And I've done something like this before with an actual Rickroll of one of my videos.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is nothing new. This formula of like the lead into the punchline, it's not new to the internet.
Well, this comedian didn't think it was funny. And shame on you for passing it off as factual.
It's like the entire day. We were befuddled by this the entire day. Like,
I was dying.
everybody else got the joke. Everybody else that watched it and liked it.
Except for the comedian.
Didn't get it.
Oh, this guy. He commented back and forth with me a couple times.
Yeah. And I don't think he got that you were being sarcastic either. Like, he was actually...
Well, no, because he was like, well, clearly you've seen it. And I'm like, no, I haven't. But thank you so much for letting me know that Rogue Leader was trying to lead me astray. Fuck him. Can't believe
so he unfollowed me.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he actually unfollowed me because I checked... Because before... Because sometimes I'll click on people's like profile to make sure when they're commenting if they follow me or not. And it's like, you follow me. So you obviously know what my brand is on my TikTok channel and my Instagram page. You clearly know, like, I post funny Star Wars videos a lot of times. There are a couple of serious videos here and there for like VFX and stuff, but like for the most part, it's like
serious videos, like my shield throw video.
Yeah. Yeah, but for the most part, it's like Star Wars memes, you know, lip syncing things. So it's like, you should have got the joke. You follow me, obviously.
Fake.
But the second he commented, he's like, oh, I unfollowed him because he's trying to spread misinformation. I clicked on it, and I clicked on his profile, and I was like, oh, yeah, he's not following me anymore. I'm like, oh, well.
Bye, bro.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I can never make another Star Wars video again.
But God bless one of my mutuals. He's like, I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over this, bro. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
That really did.
Oh, it was like all day we're just like, what?
People on social media really do never fail to shock me.
It never ceases to me because like for that, like even as I speak, I can probably pull up 2 more comments on that shield throw video like in the past minute. They're like, oh, this is fake, bro. So it's either two extremes. It's either, yo, that's so fake, or yo, that's really good VFX. You should be hired by Marvel. It's better than what is it? It's better than Phase 4 VFX in Marvel. I'm like, oh, cool, thank you. But it's like,
I kind of looked at it as like a really dumb way to compliment somebody.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you had to be like, this is fake. It's like, thanks. That must mean it looked kind of good.
Yeah.
I guess. Like,
you got to prove to everybody that
it's a stupid compliment that wasn't meant to be one, but kind of was.
Yeah. And it's not like that Turk video was like, in my opinion, it was really shitty rotoscoping. I mean,
obviously you can tell that he wasn't there.
I did my best with it because it's really old footage and like trying to comp it into like 4K footage. It was like, it was really like janky, and the frame rates didn't match up either. Cause like it was a 30 frame clip trying to punch into a 24 frame clip. It was a whole lot of nonsense. I'm sorry, I'm throwing a bunch of shit at you that you probably don't care about. But like, it wasn't a great VF effect.
It looked fine.
It looked fine. It was passable. But if you examine it more, you can see like where like the lines are and like.
But also, even if you showed that clip to somebody who had never seen the movie, I think they can.
Yeah, a dude.
I think they'd be able to tell like, oh, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
very funny.
It's like he clearly stands out from the video. It's like, why is that dude wearing scrubs?
Why is he wearing scrubs and a name tag in space?
In a space movie. What?
I don't recall anybody ever wearing blue scrubs in any Star Wars movie.
Green scrubs. He was wearing green scrubs.
Were they green?
Surgeons were green.
Oh, that's
right. The doctors were blue.
Motherfuck. God damn it. Vote kick this idiot.
God.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn it. It's only my favorite show of ever.
You're right. God, I'm so embarrassed. I want to watch Scrubs now.
Yeah, I do too. Such a great, but like, wow. Like, really? This is the hill you're going to die on. This is so fake, dude. It's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't somebody else comment on it? Like, I didn't notice the cameo because I don't watch shitty Disney Star Wars.
That was on YouTube because I posted everywhere.
What a fucking burn, bro. I sent it to Kathleen Kennedy. She can't fucking sleep now.
Don't watch really shitty Disney Star Wars. Okay.
They're actually going to stop making Disney Star Wars now because of you. You really did it.
I don't get...
This is a horse we've beat so many times. It's so dead. But yeah.
Why even waste the breath to comment on that? It's like, oh, okay, cool. You don't like Disney Star Wars. Fine.
That's how people know
get over
bitches. It. That's how they
fucking
know you get bitches.
Over it.
And that's how they know you're cool. Not my Star Wars. How does it always devolve into Star Wars? You're so popular.
Oh, yeah, it's TikTok. Somebody liked the Lando Calrissian video.
No, they probably commented like, "This is CGI, everybody." If you didn't see the movie,
this isn't real.
I did. Saw this movie and he wasn't in it.
I do like how you commented on the TikTok version of it. You're like, "Yo, this is fake, guys." In all caps.
Don't listen to him. This is fucking fake. He wasn't in the movie. I have seen it. Oh my god.
Just people screaming into the ether of the internet, "Yo, this is fake!"
It's just funny because like you put him in right next to Rey and he screams at the top of his lungs and she doesn't even react. If that was actually in the movie, you figured she would have reacted to him.
I did.
But thank God that fucking comedian was there to tell us that wasn't real.
She does kind of interact with him when you first see Turk. I'm going to break down my video a little bit, but like...
I'm popular now.
Ooh. Who is it?
Who is that?
Spam, probably.
It is.
Damn.
It's an unsaved number. If you're texting me from a number that's not saved in my phone, you can go suck a dick. Because I'm not going to answer you. Well... Sometimes that happens. Like somebody texted us on our anniversary that we never responded to, but they're from the area code that you have. So clearly they knew us. So I don't mean that to that person, whoever that was.
Yeah, it's probably
that's probably a cousin or something, or an aunt or an uncle.
Yeah,
that doesn't apply to that person. It only applies to shitters that I don't know. But this person just texted me like the happy face that looks like this. Mm-hmm. You can go fuck yourself. They are from my area code though. They can still go fuck themselves. I'm not gonna answer them. I'm gonna swipe it away.
Yeah. But anyways, so like there is a point where like when you first see Turk in the video where Rey is like looking back and she turns back to Lando, I think that sells the effect of a whole lot. Sure. But there was a cut of it that I tried because in the actual movie she goes like Rey turns to 3PO and is like, "We know who he is, 3PO." I try to cut it to where she actually interacts with Turk. It's like, "Oh, yeah, we know who he is." But it like the timing was just terrible.
Him trying to strategize how to pass this off as factual?
Hey, no. I'm trying to sell the effect because a part of VFX is trying to meld the real world with their digital world.
Don't let him do this to you guys.
And like having characters interact with things,
passing things off as
is one of the easiest ways to do it.
But it's actually CGI.
But yeah, I did try to do that, to have Rey interact with Turk, but it was the timing and like she like trying to cut her off saying 3PO. It was just, it didn't work. But
I thought it was a cute video.
It was fun. It was a fun, carefree joke Star Wars. And in the hashtags, I put hashtag Star Wars funny video, hashtag Star Wars meme, hashtag like fake.
But the thing that drives me insane is that I've seen so many other TikToks where people do some sort of special effects type thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, as a not editor, even I'm like, yo, that kind of looks shitty. But people in the comments are like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Your editing is crazy, bro." I don't understand. I don't understand how those like clearly half-assed,
low effort,
very low effort type things make people shit themselves. Unless, I don't know, maybe they just have very loyal followers that'll eat up anything they put out. But then you can put out something that looks good, clearly fun.
Yeah.
But also looks good. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. And then people like, fucking CGI, bro. Yeah. Never tried to hide that. No, I just think it's interesting how that happens. And
it does drive me crazy sometimes when people comment on a video of mine or somebody else's, like, "Oh, great editing, bro." It's like people don't. This is like a pet peeve of mine sometimes when people use the wrong term for wrong things.
Okay, we're going down this path again. Okay.
It's such a pet peeve of mine. Like, "Oh, awesome editing." It's like editing. Like superimposing somebody into a shot isn't. It is editing, but it's not.
Let us use our lay people terms. You photoshopped it in, all right?
That's not even the right term either. Oh, because like when you've seen those like the BTS TikTok like with those awesome. Like,
I'm back on board.
Well, they'll add like some.
I certainly have. Go on.
Well, they'll have like these like graphics added to it, and like people are like, "Oh, super editing, bro." It's like you're right and you're wrong. Editing it's like choosing the right cuts and putting them back to back together. That's editing. Making things, you know what I mean? But then when you add like the second you add like a lens flare or you rotoscope somebody in, that's a completely different field. It's a completely different terminology you should be using. editing is like the dumbest way to describe it, but it's not editing. It's not editing.
Dumbest? Wow. Okay.
Like
no, see, this is the kind of thing where it stands out to you because it's what you do for a living, and it's the kind of thing where you can't expect people who don't do it to know those differences. Do you know how many times I have people that have used incorrect like dental terms when I was doing that, and I just I wanted to correct them, but I'm like, they don't know. Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. So I don't correct them. I'm just in my head. I'm like, I know what they meant. Yeah, and then I just move on with my day. I think it's one of those kind of situations. Yeah. Yeah, because like editing at its core is not adding effects. Once you start like compositing, that's. I mean, technically, you are editing it. You are, but from like my perspective, it's like that's not editing. Like when you, anyways, you hit a button. You hit the Photoshop button, and it's all done. Oh. Yeah. Like when somebody sees you walking around with your video camera at an event and they go, hey, can you take a picture for me? No, I can't. That's not what I'm here for. But you're holding a camera. Yes, I am holding a camera. I could take a photo, but that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I do. For. I could, but I'm not going to. Can't tell you how many weddings I've been to. It's like, can you take a photo? What's your? It's like, oh, sorry, video. And they're like, wait, you're holding the camera. It's like, talk to that person. That person is the photographer. I'm the videographer. And that's what I do. If I'm holding my camera, doing video. Imagine people being like, why is he stirring a sideways bowl? Because if you do that to like a Gen Z person, they might not realize that that's what this means. Yeah, that's true. But for the most part, they all think that taking a picture is like this and not like this. So, this might be lost on a lot of people. I've actually had people get aggressive of like, just take the photo. And I'm like, okay, fine. And I pretend to take a photo. Oh, no. And how about you just pull out your fucking smartphone and take a picture? You have a camera. I've actually done that too. It's like, sorry, this video. It's like, I can take a picture with your cell phone. And also, you're ruining my video right now. Yeah. And they're like, fine. So I hand my phone and I do the thing that our wedding photographer did this. This is where I got it from, where they'll take a picture. Yeah. And they'll pretend they're like, oh wait, I don't know. And I'll turn the camera and I'll take a couple selfies and then I'll take 4 other pictures of actually them. So it's such a dad thing to do. It was such a, when our wedding photographer told us that he did that, I'm like, I'm going to start doing that because I do weddings all the time. And people would ask me to do that all the time. So when they go back and like, oh, look at this. It's such a fucking dad. It's just a fun. It's a way to pass the time. God. How long do I have to stay here and take the same fucking shot of people dancing? I'm glad that you don't do weddings anymore. I am too. I mean, you can make some really great money in the wedding business. Well, yeah. But it comes at a cost. You have no weekends. You have to drive like hours away. Everybody's a fucking hour away. You got to stay so you can get your shitty ass fireworks walk off at the end. When you're in Central Florida, there's a lot of barn weddings. Yeah. A lot of barn weddings. Thankfully, I've only done one beach wedding. That was terrible. Gross. If you live on the coast of Florida and you're like, oh man, beach wedding, so great, don't do it. I mean, still you can do you, but there's just so many, like, the wind is terrible. And the glare off the water and the sand is going to be a nightmare for your vendors. Depending on what time of day it is. Sand gets everywhere. It gets everywhere. It's just not fun for your guests. It's not fun for your vendors. You might get 1 or 2 great shots. I don't know, man. Some people are obsessed with the beach. As a born and raised Floridian, I don't fucking care about the beach. It's terrible. It's like you can see all your guests, like they have fans and like they're just trying to cool off and everybody's sweaty. It's like, just do an indoor wedding. So much sweat. Just do an indoor wedding. Wow, so much sweat. Oh my God. No thanks. I like my AC. We've had a couple of friends have outdoor weddings. One friend do outdoor weddings. How many friends? I mean, one that I can think of. Yeah. But I'll forgive them because I love them so much. Oh yeah, no. And it was so much fun. Oh yeah, it was a blast. But like. But it was so much sweat. Oh, so much sweat. And then you live in Florida and you're battling the rain. Yeah. I remember one wedding that like it ran like 2 hours behind because like, we don't have a break in the clouds yet.
Oh, we got to break in the clouds. Let's go. And then downpour in the middle of their ceremony.
Yeah, no, that sounds like absolute shit.
It was not fun.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
But God, it's been so long since we've been to a wedding.
Yeah. Well, because all of our friends are married.
I know. There are other people in the world that we know.
Yeah. So get around to it.
Well, maybe, you know, you got a couple of cousins that are a little bit younger than us.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
One day.
One day. One of them actually just got engaged.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that later.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one.
You remember which one.
Not right now.
Just go through the list of the ones that aren't married.
I'm going through them in my head right now, like a Rolodex. Another reference that Gen Z probably. What's the Rolodex? Is that like a watch?
I never used the Rolodex.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I know
I'm
what
old
it
enough
is.
to know what it is.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing that I want to talk about one day. Nostalgic stuff. Like Rolodexes.
Like landlines. When was the last time we had a land? We actually did have a landline one time in our second.
You and me?
Yeah, we had one in our second apartment in Cumberland. We did. It was part of our cable package.
Oh.
Another thing that we don't have anymore.
Pass.
Yeah, it was part of like, oh, we can save you a couple $100 by doing this, and we never used it.
Switching to Geico.
I
don't remember that.
Yeah.
Where was it? In the kitchen?
It was in the kitchen. Like it was on the breakfast bar. Never used it. The only time they would
Clearly.
The only time it would ring was when the cable company would call us. They'd be like, hey, you just checking in. It's like, yes, it works.
Phone's still here.
Phone's still here. Thanks. We don't use it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that has a landline. Unless you're a business, there's no point for a landline.
Yeah. Yeah. Even both of our parents
Well,
gave up their landlines.
Yeah, they gave up their landlines because they don't need it.
You don't need it.
You don't need it. Your parents even gave up cable.
Yeah. They have a couple streaming services.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's like there's no need for it.
No. I just...
You just want to be feeling
nostalgic.
These days, they don't know how good they have
never understand. But also, we had it so good. Like, they have it so good in a different way.
Yeah.
But we also had it so good, too, in a different way. Yeah. Like, how...
Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
X-Men, speaking of nostalgia.
Never watched it.
Anybody else watching X-Men 97? Oh, it's so good. It hits everything in the right ways. Like every Wednesday when I play it in Disney Plus, it's like, hey, you want to skip the intro? Fuck no, I'm not skipping this intro. The intro hits.
It slaps.
Oh, it's so good. And like, I remember seeing this one TikTok of this obviously younger kid. And he's like, he's one of those TikTokers as like, oh, like media commentary. And like, he comments on like all the nerd shit. And he's like, oh, clearly, you know, it's popular, but I don't know anybody that has been asking for the show. Why?
Yeah, because you're fucking 12, bro.
And it's like all of his comments are like my mutuals and everybody are like, who what? I've been asking for this for like 10 fucking years. I've been asking this since I was 12. And it's like, and it's so good. Oh my God. If you're not watching X-Men 97 and you're like my age, it's so fucking good.
Whatever. I do.
How dare you?
No, but like what I was gonna say before is we were talking about landlines. How did you get to X-Men from landlines?
Nostalgia.
Saturday morning cartoons. Yes. No, I the days of like I want to get on AIM.
Oh,
so
no.
I need to, we have new cell phones. So for the first time, so now we have to forward the landline to the cell phone so that we can use our dial-up internet. And so I can go check my emails and my instant messages on AIM. Good times.
You ever shop on AIM? It's like, oh, I hope my crush is on there. And you're like, oh, no, they're not. And then
spend hours crafting my buddy icon. Like, oh my God.
Your away message. Oh,
the away message.
The away message it mattered.
The away message was the original tweet because
now like on Instagram and stuff, you have like, what is it called? Like your status. Let me see on Instagram. It's like you go to like your Instagram messages.
It all comes back full circle because we did it first.
Oh, your note. Sorry, you can leave notes, and that's basically what your status is on AIM. It's like, oh, it's got to be a zinger.
No, it's an away message. And we did it first and we did it better. We wore it better. But like, I remember like knowing the exact like dimensions of the buddy icon because I would make mine in Microsoft Paint.
Oh, you're the queen of Microsoft Paint.
I am the queen of Microsoft Paint. I can make things that would make that comedian tell me they're fake. That's how good I am in paint. But yeah, no, I knew I was like 32 by 32 or something, whatever the dimensions were.
32 pixels?
I don't remember. I might have just made that up.
No.
I probably made that up. I'm going to look it up later. But like, I remember I knew the exact number of pixels and I would make it in paint to be the exact perfect size so it wouldn't be distorted when you applied it.
Oh, yeah, because compression, yeah.
At one point, I don't even know how, but I had like those like shitty, like pixely animated ones.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And yes, the away messages very important because you never know who is looking at it, and you want to make sure that if you're talking about somebody, they know whether it's good or bad.
It's like subtweeting.
It's like subtweeting, which is. I never did the thing where I would say something shitty about somebody and be like, you know who you are. Like, even though I kind of said it earlier before, but like, I never did that in like AIM, and I don't do that on Twitter because I think that that's kind of childish. Subtweeting and being like something. I'm going to say something shitty.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to name names, and you know who you are.
It's very high school.
And go fuck yourself. Yeah. Like, grow up. Like, back in the days of away messages, it was like, I got to say something mysterious just in case my crush sees it. So they know what I'm up to.
They know that I'm kind of thinking about them, but not, they got to think about it.
But that I'm not really that into them, So,
God, I'm so glad I don't have to be in the dating world. Like,
I can't imagine. Damn. If I had to go on a dating app right now, I think I would just die alone. Like, I think I would just adopt a dog.
Yeah. And just be the dog lady.
Yeah. And just die an old spinster, which, I got a kid and whatever. So technically I don't think that counts as a spinster, but, yeah. I would be forever alone.
Don't leave me. I can't survive on my own.
I don't think that I would
in any sense of life.
I don't think I'd last on a dating app. And if I went out to a bar, I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't.
I don't know how I would meet somebody at this point. Like, how the fuck would I meet somebody? I mean, what am I, stumble across somebody on TikTok or something? Like, oh, we like the same things.
Hey, DM me. Your DM's open.
Baby, DM me, please.
You got Snap. You got Insta. You got a Finsta.
How do I flirt on Instagram? I don't know what to do.
Hey, baby, ASL.
Google, how do I flirt on?
Hey, yo, ChatGPT, give me a pickup line.
How do I know? Let them know that I'm interested without letting them know I'm interested.
Yeah, no, absolutely fuck that.
I don't. No.
I don't think I would. I think I'd just be alone for the rest of time. So I guess we did good.
Yeah.
Because because I also saw like the other day I saw this like graphic.
Jesus, this poor microphone has been through so much.
I just grazed it.
I'm surprised it's still standing.
I just grazed it. But like I saw this graphic of and I'm assuming it wasn't like a joke. I'm assuming it wasn't a meme. And it was like, oh, the most popular dating apps per state, by state. And I was like, holy fuck. I didn't even realize there was that many because I think that there was like a different one mostly for each state.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, what's OkCupid? Is that even still a thing?
The only ones I know.
Hinge. Grindr.
Oh, yeah.
We all know what that's for. What's the other one that's for fucking?
I don't know. What's the one? Is Grindr the one you swipe right and left on?
I think all of them you swipe.
Oh, yeah? I don't know.
I think you swipe on all of them.
I know.
Maybe thumbs up and thumbs down.
I know
that
Coffee
seems pretty
Meets Bagel.
dehumanizing. Coffee Meets Bagel, Plenty of Fish.
God, what?
I heard about that because I thought somebody in your family was using it.
There's one that's like a really far right one. Like, what's it? Choose Right or The Right Choice or something, some shit like that.
MAGA singles.
MAGA singles. No, there's this one because that one guy that fucking like should be in jail advertises for it. And like
there's a lot of them. Who?
No, there's that one guy's like, so if this is like this, and he always has food, and like he you don't know that guy?
You could be describing a lot of guys.
I don't know. I know of that one guy that he
that founded one guy?
It. Yeah, that one he founded it. It's something right. It's like this like right wing dating app, and he always has something witty to say about like liberal shit. And apparently he was like crucial to like the January 6th planning of it and stuff.
Oh,
and like he was like caught.
Maybe that was a dating.
Well, no, but he was caught guilty of some kind of fraud or something, and he's like not in jail,
really,
or something. And
wow,
people have called him out. It's like, hey, yo, bro, is this you? And it's clearly him, but he's still out there advertising his dating app.
I'm not sure who you're talking about, and I'm afraid to Google it because then I'm afraid that the algorithm
it's like choose right or something like that. But like apparently he's a really shitty guy.
Sounds like it, but yeah, no. What is that? Tinder.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Tinder. Because I know that some ones are like, this is where you go for hookups. This is where you go for actual like relationships. This is where you just go if
you want to fuck.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I christianmingle.com and shit like that.
Yeah,
the farmers only or something like that. I think that those
What's
are
the
real.
Jewish one? The Jewish one is like, I don't know.
I don't know, and I'm afraid to make a joke.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to make it insensitive. I'm not going to touch it.
No, but there's like there's so many.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
And
farmers only is like,
I don't know if that's what it's called, but I think there is one for farmers.
Yeah.
And I know there's one for, I think it's Christian Mingle.
Mm-hmm.
Pass. Hard pass.
Whoa.
Very hard pass.
Jeez.
I want to look up dating apps now. But then I'm afraid that they're going to be like, you on the hunt, baby girl?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, you swingle?
I bet there's an app for that.
Put a pineapple on the back of your car, apparently.
What color loofah do you have?
What color loofah? Oh, jeez. Wowie.
Oh, the villages be wild.
Oof.
But yeah, no, I would,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because I'm pretty sure that if I was on a dating app,
I wouldn't know.
If I even got it, like if I got a message, I'd be like, ew, no.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's like, how do I even know those are your pictures?
Hey, you want to meet up? No.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to meet up? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just meet a stranger at some undisclosed location. I'm not trying to go missing.
That's why you meet at like a Starbucks in the middle of the day.
I guess. I don't know. I think I'd just be bad at it.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I'd be like, if I were ever to be like single at this point, yeah, like I'd just die alone.
At this point, I'd either die alone or you do a situation like they did in Friends, where you find a friend and you're like, if we're both single by the age,
yeah, by the time we're like 45,
how about we hitch up
Yeah.
together? Hinge is a dating app. Did we say that?
I don't know.
I think Hinge is one. Shack Up
is that one?
No, I was trying to think of like a hitch up.
Get hitched.
Is that get hitched?
Get
is
hitched.
Married. Shack Up.
There you go.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of like, because I think that there's a new term for like Netflix and chill.
Is there?
I don't know.
Not kind of like putting myself on blast right now. Like it took me so long to figure out what Netflix and chill meant.
You thought it actually meant?
Thought I actually meant, let's go come over and we'll chill
watch Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, but yeah. It's like, hey, let's just watch what's on Netflix. In my stupid brain.
It's been a while since you were dating.
And then you at some point pass like very joking. Yeah, Netflix chill. They're just fucking. No, it was when we were watching What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, and you equivalated the wrong one.
Yes.
Thank you. This is bothering me.
Because they in Korea it's more like, do you want to get some ramen? And you're come back up and have some ramen.
Yeah, their ramen is like come relax with ramen with me or something is their equivalent of Netflix and chill. I'm like, it took me like, wait a minute.
Because you were like, wait, what are they talking about having ramen? I'm like, yeah, like Netflix and chill, wink, wink. And you're like,
whoa. And that's when I connected it like, oh, that's okay. Okay. So they meant fucking. Okay.
Hey man, you've been off the market for a long time.
A long time.
So,
Yeah.
It's been a while. Haven't had to keep up with those things,
I'm becoming more and more dad.
I'm aware.
This goes on.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Yes. There was somebody.
I'm so embarrassing a dad now.
Somebody walked close to our yard the other day. He like walks up to the window and he's
why are you gonna put me on blast? What are you
gonna do it to yourself? Well, like he's standing by the window like, who's this person in my yard? But you know what? I can't even bitch because I kind of do the same thing. We just have different approaches.
Yeah.
You'll walk up and you'll do the dad thing where you're like,
what? Hands on the hip.
Hands on the hips, looking out the window. Meanwhile,
what are these kids doing?
I'll walk by an open window and be like, who the fuck's in my yard? We just have different approaches.
You actually yell out like, who the fuck is like,
they can probably hear me.
They can hear you. Stop it.
Like there was a guy from the city in our yard the other day doing something with our fucking water.
Oh yeah, they're like some like backflow thing from the counter.
And I'm standing on the other side.
He's literally right on the window.
They're like, yo, who the fuck's in our yard right now? He probably heard me. Because Because when we walked out to go get our daughter, when we walked out, he was real quick to introduce himself to me. He was like, I'm here from the city and I'm doing things with your water.
Yeah.
Like I could gather from your neon yellow shirt.
Yeah, the neon yellow, and I looked out. Tag. I'm like, well, who the hell is this? And I was looking for his truck.
There's no way he didn't hear me.
Yeah, no, I was looking for his truck, and his van was like right outside the window. I'm like, oh, and like the county logo was on it because like, you know, he was. I bet he was like contracted worker for the county,
probably.
And the county like sigil was on. I was like, oh, okay,
He was very quick to let me know what he was there for and who he was.
Because like last year they did pretty much the same thing where an inspector was out there, and like I went on and talked to him. He's like, yeah, I'm from the county, and we're like, we noticed that your water bill isn't as high as your neighbors is, and we're making sure like your irrigation system is working properly. I was like, yeah, I never use it.
It rains.
We're in Florida, dude.
Florida, man.
We don't need it. Sometimes in the winter we do, but for the most part, we have nature water our yard.
Yeah.
Because like we used to do it at our old house, and our water bill was like $90 to $100 a month. I'm like, fuck that.
You know what else I noticed that I thought was kind of funny, sus, if you will, is that I walked out of the house first, and he was like, hello, ma'am, I'm here from the city and I'm doing it. And he was like explaining to me what he was doing. Yeah. And he like started explaining what he was doing.
Yeah.
And then you walked out, didn't pay me another minute of his time.
How dare he?
He was like, oh, finally a man's here for me to talk about man shit with. And he did not even spare me another word.
He was saying something.
He would glance at me to let me know, like, I'm aware you're still here, but we're talking man shit.
The man of the house is here. Don't worry.
God.
Don't worry. The man is here.
I'm like,
wow. Now he was saying something about like the spigot. I was like, just take it. We don't use it.
Yeah. I said the same thing you did.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, do what you got to do. And you basically said the same thing. And he's like, word.
I got the man's approval.
All right, I got the man's opinion.
Got the man's approval. Don't worry about it.
I'll keep on with my work. I'm like, all right, cool. Have a good day.
Yeah. Hey, he was digging the fucking yard up because like some kind of backflow attachment or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Good thing he told you about it.
From the irrigation system, we never
use. It's like, I'm going to take this fucking part off. And I'm like,
cool.
Do it. You
do
won't.
it. I don't care.
You won't.
Say I won't.
Imagine if I said that to him. Like, do it. You won't. Next time he shows up.
Yeah.
After I yell about him through the window.
Who the fuck's
in my yard right now? How you doing, sir?
I've done that so much. I would talk about like the squirrels. So the squirrels dig up our yard all the time. Our daughter's like, Daddy, the squirrels are digging up your yard again. Like I've said it so many times.
Because you're such a dad.
Yeah.
It's goddamn
squirrels digging up my yard. Jinx. Poke. Gotta get me a Coke.
Speaking of, I got the RC Cola. I have the 2-liter. I was thinking of bringing it in here, and then I forgot. And
I got rid of it because it was in recycling. I threw it away. I recycle. By the way.
Now no one's gonna know if I'm lying or not.
No, I put it on my stories.
I did get. If you recall, we were talking about store brand versus name brand.
Yeah, last episode. Yeah.
And say I won't. I bought some RC Cola.
You bought a whole. Not that you bought like a can or like like one of those 8-ounce bottles. You bought a whole fucking 2-liter.
Do we have a problem?
No, because full disclosure, I drank it. I'm like, that's not as bad as I remember it being. It's actually passable. Mm-hmm. You can still tell the difference. It ain't Coke, but it's still pretty good.
Blind taste test, and they were very.
It was harder to tell.
Comparable.
Yeah, it was harder to tell the difference, but I could still tell the difference.
But it was fine.
It was fine.
And would you have noticed if you didn't have them back to back?
I probably you could probably pass it off as a Coke, but I probably like something's wrong with this Coke. Whatever. If you would have given it to me and said, "Hey, I got you. Here's your Coke," wink, wink. I would have been like, something's wrong with this. Whatever. But like,
okay, if you would have given it to
RC.
me,
I'm sorry. You're better than what I've been shitting on you. You're not that bad.
If you would have given it to me,
but you're not Coke.
Because sometimes it feels easy to tell the difference when you're tasting them back to back.
Yeah.
Clearly, there's
it's
not the same thing. They weren't that far off, but like it's clear. But if you gave me just that, you're like, here's your Coke. I'd be like, yummy, and then I'd go about my day.
Yeah. I would have been like, syrup's bad in this one.
Wow.
Is it flat? It's not flat.
Wow. And also, I couldn't get the cans because it came in like this skid of them, and I'm like, I don't want that much. So the 2 liter was like
Was it cheaper to get the 2 liter?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Well, because it was like I could either buy a 2 liter or I had to buy like a bunch of cans in bulk. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make that much of a point. So I'm like, I'll just take the 2 liter.
I want to make a point, but not that badly.
I'm not buying like a 48 fucking count of cans here. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Have your friend have our friend come over like, well, you can't get name brand. It is a name brand. It's just not the name brand you want.
Imagine getting shamed in this economy. Imagine. Unbelievable. Eat your fucking Doritos. Like I care. Like I fucking care. Eat your name brand Doritos. I don't care.
Ooh, getting heated in here.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Like I even fucking care. I'll buy name brand shit when my friends come over. Hey, man. Because I don't want them to shame me.
You're thrifty. And sometimes you can't tell the difference.
Thank you.
Frugal? Thrifty? Frugal. That's the word I was looking for.
Frugal. You said that word, I think.
I said thrifty.
Did you?
Yeah. Thrifty is a completely different term.
Probably.
That you have to use.
Frugal is probably the right term.
Yeah.
I enjoy a good deal. You know? Fuck me, I guess. God.
Yeah, Truly's went up $2. That's how
how I tell where the economy is.
God damn it.
That's my barometer for where inflation is.
Not the stock market.
Not the stock market. I don't give a shit about the Dow. I look at hard seltzer prices. Because right now it's trending up over $17 for a 12-pack.
Babe, this is about to hit 20. Fuck the economy.
The Dow? No, Truly's. I remember back in my day, a couple years ago.
When we started getting into seltzers, they were like what, like $14, $13?
Like around $15 or so dollars,
yeah,
I
no
think.
more than 15.
I could go back and look at my receipts. But nowadays, the Dow is trending up over $17. That's how I know that we're still not doing great, you know, as a whole. If they don't put it back down, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Hey, man, the world is on fire. Bridges are collapsing. Fucking Donald Trump is selling Bibles
and shoes.
Did you see the Bible?
I heard about the Bible.
It has the Constitution, the Bill of Rights.
Oh, great.
And the Pledge of Allegiance in it.
I got a TikTok about it and I got scared that it was going to think that I wanted more, and I just scrolled past it. I was really curious.
It's Trump.
I didn't want the algorithm to be like, oh.
It's Trump being Trump. You know, it's my favorite book. It's like I have several in my homes. It's like, really? I don't know anybody that owns more than one Bible. If they
wait,
own a Bible.
is it wait?
It's a Bible he's printing and selling.
Is it okay? Wait, when we say Bible, do we mean it has like all of the like Genesis and whatever the fucking other books?
It's like a certain version of the Bible that he's selling. Like I can't remember which
King James.
The King James one, I think it is. But he also has like a copy of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the
Freedom, baby.
Pledge of Allegiance. So you know it's for America.
The Constitution, but only the First and Second Amendment. Those are the only ones we care about.
That's probably the only ones that's in there because it's the only ones he cares about.
Oh my God.
And even then they cherry pick it.
Hey man.
America. It's your right. It's your right to do.
Buy that book if you want to buy that
book.
But
he's got to pay for that bond somehow.
On that note,
we'll go and we'll get out of here real quick. We'll run away from that. So,
oh wow,
no, you didn't want to. Dimmy, where can they find you online?
I did tweet recently.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to see that one, you can find me on Twitter at Dimmy DIMMYYY.
Not changing the logo. Not calling it X.
Oh, whoops!
Don't give
Sorry,
a fuck.
Elon.
Sorry, Elon. As for me, you can follow me.
Ban me. You won't.
You can find me spreading misinformation about Star Wars with my fake fucking videos.
That's right.
Bringing it back on TikTok and Instagram at Rogueleaderdrew. If you listen to this on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us.
And if you're watching on YouTube, I have to get there for a second. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner, seeing we do things on the YouTube.
Which, thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to give you a live update because we have been trending on the up Ooh, so popular.
God, how embarrassing.
So popular. We are currently we're about to hit 24,000 subscribers to this channel.
24,000.
We're about to hit it.
24, Jeff Gordon.
So, thank you very much, everybody, for liking, subscribing. Huh?
Jeff Gordon?
24?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's only 24.
FN 1824. That's how I remembered it.
That's right. That's why it's in my head, too.
Manning Gordon.
I don't do NASCAR.
Manning Gordon. That's how I remember that.
That's why it's in my head. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I feel better now. I got scared for a second. Like, why do I know NASCAR stuff?
No, because we attached it to 1824.
Gotcha.
Mnemonic devices. That's how we remembered shit.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, but thank you everybody for getting us to that. We'll probably hit, by the time this video goes up, this episode goes up, we'll probably hit like 24, 25.
How fun!
So great. It's probably all my fake fucking videos. That's getting us this popularity.
Unbelievable. I'm going to tell Kathleen Kennedy on you.
Shit. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the RAD Cast. We'll see you guys next time.